What's up, guys? Another monster here, anothermonsterproductions.com, and today I wanted to talk about spectrum analysis. So the other day I was actually browsing in a Facebook group, and this guy posted a sample, like a little clip of the track that he was working on, and when it got to the drop, there was no sub bass. So there were several people who had commented on there and were like, hey bro, you don't have any sub bass. And there was one thread on there where he had actually posted a screenshot of the spectrum analyzer that he was using, and you could clearly see that there is no sub bass. And I don't know if someone had asked him to do that or not, but there was another comment underneath that was like, well, everything looks good on the spectrum analyzer. And so anyway, I decided to make this video and kind of talk about what's going on in the sub bass region and what to just sort of look for when you're analyzing your tracks. So I'm using Span by Voxingo, which is a free plugin. And I'll put a link in the description down below for you guys. If you don't have a spectrum analyzer, you can go ahead and get this one for free. And I highly recommend analyzing your tracks. First of all, it's not, you don't always want to rely on a visual representation over your ears, but it's a good idea to kind of see what's going on as well as listening within the mix. So, and it's definitely a good idea to be looking at analyzers when you're in a situation like maybe you have your studio monitor set up, but you're in a room and it's not properly treated, because you're getting the sound that you're hearing is not really a full accurate representation of what's going on in the mix, because you have sound bouncing off these reflection points in your room. And there's various other reasons why you might want to take a look at a spectrum analyzer as well, but let's go ahead and get in here. So the sub bass region is from 40 hertz to 60 hertz, and you can see right here he's got a nice little bump going on there. Anything below that is going to be just rumble. It's not, you can't distinguish like an actual note with the human ear below 40 hertz. So a lot of producers will actually cut that area down below 30 hertz or something like that, just to clean up, or not to clean up, but like make a little bit extra headroom in the mix for the mastering process and that sort of thing. So I really like this. First of all, you notice that it's pretty flat throughout here. There's not a whole lot of like huge peak spikes and stuff going on, which is good. Now, if we were analyzing a track that had vocals on it or something, and you might be seeing a little bit more going on. But this is the drop of, I think it was like a future bass track or like a future bass trap hybrid track, and I just really like the way the waveform looked, so I took a screenshot of it. And okay, so like, don't necessarily try and copy this verbatim. Because obviously if you're in a different key or you're doing a different genre, you're not going to get like the exact same thing, but just overall this is a good representation of what a really solid mix and master look like. So I hope that this kind of gives you a visual representation of what you should be looking for while you're mixing, while you're mastering, that sort of thing. So there's one other thing that I wanted to really quick touch on. I don't want this video to go on too long, but if you look at the correlation meter, you notice that down here, this guy's got this pretty much all the way to 1, which is good. This has to do with phasing issues in your mix, and if it ever dips into the negatives, that's a really bad thing. You got some serious phasing issues going on, so definitely take a look at that. I could get into some other stuff. Obviously, you have your RMS and various other things, but I want to cut this video off here. So if you guys have any other questions, go ahead, leave those in the comments below and I'll try and answer those. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'm really trying to provide value here. So if you did, please smash the like button. Go ahead, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and don't forget to hit the bell notification, because that's going to let you know every time I release another one of these videos. And I do plan on doing a lot more of these tutorials in the future. So until next time, guys, I will see you in the next video.